Raving! Alright. Full disclosure, I have had one of these. Just one. I don't remember it. And I was also, like, eating massive amounts of food. And lots of jambalaya. And that definitely, like, it was like super spicy, dirty rice, Cajun. Oh, it was so good. It's such good jambalaya. Burnt my mouth out. And then I have one of these things to try and cool it off. Kind of worked. I don't remember the taste of it, if I could even get any taste out of it, because that jambalaya was fire. Both literally and figuratively. It was hot. Spicy. It's the best jambalaya ever. Alright, enough about jambalaya. We are talking about Alamo Beer Company, Davy Bockett. After the man, the myth, the legend, the criminal, the Tennessee runaway to Texas. You can go to hell, I will go to Texas. Davy Bockett. Yeah, obviously named after Davy Crockett. Look, it's got the little coonskin cap. I like this sticker. Alamo Brewing Company. Fiercely independent. I love that. Oh yeah, definitely. Davy Bockett, a true German-style Hellsbock. I think that's Helles. H-E-L-L-E-S. I'm assuming that's Helles. Hellsbock brewed with roasted malts and German hops to be light, refreshing with a crisp finish. Ooh. Now we also have some cool ratings over here. 4.2% alcohol and a 16 IBU on the bitterness scale. So that's not very bitter for a Bock, which is pretty damn interesting. And as always, oh my god. Focus, focus, focus. As a Texas beer, it's got our cool little Go Texan logo right there. Oh! Cool little Alamo logo with the Alamo and the guns on it. Alamo Beer Company. Oh, those are the cannons. The Goliad cannons, the come and take it cannons. Oh, that's badass. And of course, you got the cool Alamo outline in the back. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. I've been looking forward to doing this for a while, but I actually got a hold of it. Alamo Brewing Company. Alamo Beer Company. Or is it Alamo Beer Company or Alamo Brewing Company? Actually, I should just stick to can. Beer Company. They're actually San Antonio based, which is badass. Drink local. Come on. Come on. I'm just looking forward to this. I do love their Amber Bock. Not their Amber Bock, their Amber Ale. And then they have a really nice Pilsner. I do love Alamo. I should probably do one of those. Very nice. Alright, sorry about that. Audio issues. I messed up. My bad. My bad. Alright. Ready? 1, 2. Ooh. Definitely smells like a shiner. Let's see how it pours. Ooh. Nice color. Nice. Digging that. You know, for a Bock, that's pretty light looking. You can see through that. That is definitely gold and very nice and bright and clearish. That is pretty light for a Bock, right? Oh boy. Like it smells like a Shiner, but lighter. Man. This it's already made my mouth water. You definitely smell the German hop. Ready? All right. Hold on. One more. This is hella smooth. It's hella smooth. I like this. It's got that little classic German twang at the end, where that German bitterness. Oh, it's just that German hop in it, but it's not overwhelming, and it's strangely smooth and inviting. It's just like, hey, what's up? You want to come to my barbecue? This is like, oh man, this is. This is damn good. Damn good. It's a super smooth Bock. It's no Shiner. I love Shiner. Like regular Shiner. Shiner Black is like one of my all-time favorite beers. But this is, as a Bock, compared to the Shiner Bock, this is lighter than the Shiner Bock. I would say it's on par with Shiner Bock. It's definitely distinct and different, but it's on that same level of, like, amazingness. Quick question. Why is Shiner a domestically brewed beer? It's quite literally Shiner, Texas. I mean, technically it's not brewed in Shiner, Texas, but it's named after Shiner, Texas, and the original brewery is still in Shiner, Texas. It's confusing, yeah, I know, but like, Shiner is a Texas brewed beer. It was never brewed anywhere else except Shiner in Texas. And why do they charge import prices on it? Whenever you go out to the bar or like a restaurant, you order a Shiner, they charge you import beer prices. What? It's a Texan beer. It's never been brewed anywhere else that I'm aware of. But that's ridiculous. Oh man, I like this a lot. Look at that color. That's a real nice color. Really light head, too. still all fuzzy. Got the bubbles coming through very slowly, just kind of fizzling. It's good. This is a good beer. That's a very good beer. Like I said, that's a barbecue beer. You have a couple of these while you got the brisket on the smoker. Oh man. Yeah. So I tried my first I wanted to try my first brisket. So I did HEB does Point. They just sell the Point. I was like, it's $8. I do want to practice on doing a brisket. So I did that. I grabbed that, and then I grabbed the Texas Wagyu ribs. I'm about to sneeze. I'm about to sneeze. Ooh. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Sorry, I sneezed and discombobulated. So yeah, I got the Point, and I got some of the Texas Wagyu ribs, and I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna do teriyaki ribs, and I'm just gonna try and do this brisket Point. The key word was try. The ribs came out great. Not so much on the Point. It was... Alright, here's the thing. It was cooked very well. It cooked very well. I did very well on the cook. I had so many issues with it. I royally screwed that thing up. You ever bite into barbecue and your mouth goes numb? Yeah. I bit into that Point. I sliced and diced it. It was still pretty tender. I had to... Well, okay, alright. Let's start from the beginning. So, man, this beer is really good. I burped and it came back up. And it didn't have as much kick in the mouth as normal. It's really smooth going down. It's really smooth coming up. Ooh. Man, the German hops really do kick in, and it's really nice, really well balanced. I really, really like this beer. But so I started off. I did the ribs, and had the Point on there, on the other side of it. I did the HEB barbecue rub on that thing, left it there, and tossed it on there. After about an hour, I popped it off, took the ribs out, poked at the thing, at the Point, and noticed a major issue with it. It was just not complying with anything. And I checked the temperature on my fire, and I'm still right there, probably about like 225, 230, maybe 240 at the highest. It was a pretty windy day, and it looked awful. It looked like it was just burnt to a crisp. I was like, oh god, this is not going to be good. So I left it on there for another 30 minutes. I came back, and I was like, whew, like this, it's way too early to have a bark that thick. Yeah, it was so bark covered. I was like, shit, alright, what do I got? Fuck it, I'll foil it. So I grabbed foil, wrapped it in foil, sprayed it down with water and apple cider vinegar. And I was like, I don't think that's going to be enough. Put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, some really, really wet barbecue sauce. Threw it on there. Left it on for another hour and a half without even looking at it.
It was low and slow, and it was a small point too. I mean, it's like 2.5 pounds, just point. And yeah, that did not help. That did not fucking help at all. I sliced it open. I was like, oh man, a really nice color, really deep smoke ring. Really, the bark wasn't as bad. It didn't progress to get real bad. At first bite, I was like, man, this is nice and tender and juicy. And I don't taste a damn thing. Because that bark, it filled my mouth. And it felt like it felt like my mouth was full of wax and gross. Like, it was like biting into a fucking piece of coal. It was so bad. It was the worst thing I have ever done. I failed miserably at that point. It got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I really want to. I really like the tenderness of this, so I did the unthinkable, which was I took a knife and I shaved all that bark off to get to the actual edible meat inside. It's like I was carving a watermelon out. I just cut that bark off of it, and I sliced and diced that point, and I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it in a can of chili. So I used it for chili, and at least my mouth didn't go numb in chili. Like, that bark was so bad. Like, the carbon buildup on that. My fire had to be dirty as hell, or I don't know. I just failed miserably at doing that point, and yeah, I mean, that's the only way you're gonna learn how to properly smoke something, is through miserable failures like that. I took my notes down, and I put it in my recipe book, and I felt so shameful for. I was like, that was the worst thing I've ever cooked. Worst thing I've ever cooked, ever. The teriyaki ribs that I did, amazing. I loved it. Laundry's has this badass teriyaki marinade. I got off work at like 4 in the morning. Threw them in the marinade. Let it sit. I didn't start my fire till noon. Got that fire nice and warm where it needed to be. And yeah, it really did kick in. It was really, really nice. That point, I didn't put the rub on till about 9:30 in the morning. Woke up, put the rub on, let it sit in the fridge, and just let it do its thing. But yeah, that was just it was probably just a really bad fire, really, really bad fire. I regret ruining that point, and it still haunts me. I'm still mad as hell at myself for doing that badly with it. But nothing barbecue sauce and chili couldn't cure. Most of it was salvageable. Most of it, none of that bark. But oh well, you live, you learn. It happens. So overall, this Davy Bockett is pretty dope. I love this thing. It's a little more bitter than Shiner is, but it's definitely very smooth. I don't know. I haven't had a Shiner in a bit, so I don't know if it's smoother than Shiner or not. I'll have to do a side-by-side. Which reminds me, I still need to do Bitburger. Still need to do a Bitburger. I'm pretty sure I can score some Bitburger. Well, as always, drink responsibly. Dogcoin forever to the moon. Elon, please back off the crypto chatter. You're ruining my chances of, you know, hitting it big. Come on, guy, back up. And remember, like, subscribe, share. If you have anything you want to suggest, put it down in the comments. License Later, the podcast on Spotify. Stark Raving podcast on the License Later Network on Spotify. Stuff and things. It's going to be fun. Haven't streamed in a while. Just been buried in work. Yeah, I have a real job too. Thanks. You guys can probably help by subscribing and helping me do this full time. And then I still want to do like a barbecue stream, except I'm trying to find like a really good camera that will actually be useful and for like other things. So if you know a good camera for like, I guess it's called IRL streams, just put it in the comments. Add a link, like an Amazon link or something like that, or like a review video of it. That'd be cool. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Later.